What is up, FA Nation? Jake Parry here, back with another week of picks over on Underdog, this time for the Open Championship. If you guys are not currently using Underdog, make sure to check out fantasyalarm.com/underdog and use code ALARM at sign up, where all new users will receive a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 and a 99% discounted pick. But with that being said, let's head on over to Royal Portrush. It's the fourth and final major of the season. We're going to start out with a bit of a hot take this week. I am going with Bryson DeChambeau higher than 70.5 strokes in round one. Bryson has not been the best player when it comes to Open Championships. He's got one top 10 in 7 starts there. He has 3 missed cuts, including last year, and he also missed the cut the last time the Open was here at Royal Portrush in 2019. His game just isn't really built for it. He doesn't keep the ball super low. He hits the ball really, really high with a lot of spin. He struggles to hold fairways, and he has quite consistently this year, though normally his distance makes up for it. It's much harder at this type of venue, and his iron play hasn't been great, and his putter's been pretty awful the last 4 weeks. Last 4 starts, I should say, that he's made. Last 4 professional starts, he's lost strokes with the putter. I just don't see Bryson coming out and really shining at the tournament here, especially when you look at what he did when he missed the cut here previously. He started 74, 73, and just was not even really close to making the cut. I don't imagine that he's going to play that much better, especially showing as much as he struggled on links golf previously, and that his recent performance just has not been up to par for Bryson, especially when you consider that this year's U.S. Open was very similar to links golf in a lot of ways, and he struggled and did not make the cut there. Next up, I'm sticking with Liv, and I'm going with Brooks Koepka, higher than 3.5 birdies in round one. Koepka's overall game hasn't been in necessarily a great place. He did play really well at the U.S. Open. He followed it up with a not-so-great finish in his last start here, but Koepka's the kind of guy who can turn it on when it comes to links golf. He had a 5-year stretch of the Open Championship where he placed top 10 or better in 4 of those years, including a tied for 4th place finish at the last U.S. Open that was, the last Open Championship that was at Royal Portrush. I just imagine Koepka to be the type of guy to really want to turn it on here. You know, this is one of the majors that has evaded him thus far in his career. He's going to want to win it. And I think when you look at his game when he is on, he's the type of guy who can win here. He can be accurate with the driver. He can be elite on approach. He can chip. He can putt. If things cooperate the way they should in round one, when I think we're going to see some easier scoring, as it looks like the weather's going to be a little rougher going into the weekend, I imagine him having almost no problems. And then last up, I'm going with Tony Finau, also higher than 3.5 birdies in round one. Finau is another guy who's had a lot of success on links courses in his career. He hasn't made the cut at the last 2 Open Championships he has played in, but he also had a 5-year stretch, all of top 20 finishes. Last time we were here, he came in 3rd place. He started off really, really well with the 68 on day one, ended up losing. He ended up 8 strokes behind eventual winner Shane Lowry, but he played very solid, very consistent golf all throughout. Finau's been pretty solid overall with the driver. It hasn't been too inaccurate, though we have seen some bad accuracy over the last few weeks. The irons have been solid. Around the green, he's been solid. He's struggled with the putter. That's been the thing that's really held him back the most this year. However, we have seen some promising performances from him on link style courses before with the putter. Even last year when he was really struggling with it at the Open Championship, he managed to gain with the putter. He seems like a guy that not a lot of people are going to look at as much, and getting plus money on this bet feels fun to me. But guys, that has been another week of picks over on Underdog. Again, check out fantasyalarm.com/underdog. If you're not currently using it, use code ALARM at sign up, get that deposit match, get that discounted pick, and let's go make some money.